Hi Queen Team, welcome again to the African Queen Mode channel. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm not going to go into a long introduction except just to say that my name is African Queen Mo and I'm based in Mombasa, Kenya. I discuss many different topics and the current one that we've been discussing is the countdown to the Kenya elections. Today I wanted to take a stab at it from a different angle. You know, it's been very heated, not been very many smiles. Most people have even been crying, in fact. But today, I want to come at this very difficult topic from a rather lighter note, yeah? Because I know many people are trying to look in the looking glass to see who is going to be our next president. So if you're religious, you're probably coming at it from either a Christian or Muslim or Hindu or perspective. So for example, if you're Christian, probably you'd think, what would Jesus do? Who would Jesus pick? Who would Jesus vote for? If you're Muslim, you're probably asking yourself, Prince of Peace. Our religion is a religion of peace. So you'd be thinking that you'd be looking for the most peaceful amongst all those candidates. If you're a Christian, you'd be looking at it from the position of Christianity, which is, you want somebody who has good morals and ethics, and definitely not somebody who's corrupt. But on the other hand, you're willing to forgive. So you say, whoever doesn't have any blemish on them, cast the first stone. Okay, and yeah, so you'll be looking for somebody, but at the same time willing to forgive in case that they had any sort of blemish. If you're a Hindu, you're probably looking at it from the point of view of you want to come back. What good deeds has this person done on earth so that they can come back and reincarnate into something good and not a cockroach, maybe a cow if they're lucky, okay? Yeah, so you're looking at it from those three perspectives. Now, if you're religious, if you're not religious at all, then you're looking at it maybe from the point of view of research, like me, the data. You're looking at the data, you're looking at the two-horse race, you're looking at the statistics, you're digging into the literature to see who you think is going to win this thing. So you look into the past and you look into the future and you say, past behavior is the greatest predictor of future behavior, isn't it? If you're neither of those two, you're not religious, you're not a statistician, okay, so what else are you left with? Okay, so maybe you like looking into the stars. So you look at the zodiac and you ask yourself, of all the zodiac signs that are out there, how compatible are these people based on their birth dates? That's another way to look at it, guys, Okay, what's another way to look at it? Yes, if all else fails, you just say, well, let me get my cup of tea, let me get my glass of juice and some popcorn. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Wait and see what happens in the end. And for some of you who are even more lazy than that, then you decide, all right, I'm just going to sleep and just watch and whatever happens. Okay, so there's a song that goes, oh, será, será, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Hey, será, será. All right, not the best singing. So you're either looking at it from a religious perspective or you're looking at it from a statistical perspective or you're looking at it from the stars, the zodiac. You're looking at it from who cares. And others don't even know there's even an election going on. Can you imagine? There's some people who have no idea. Maybe they're the lucky ones. So I want us to discuss a couple of things. First of all, I want to look at it from the perspective of the zodiac sign. Believe it or not, yeah? Why do I want to look at it from the zodiac sign? Just for fun, just to make light of it, So, guys, if you can jog your memory back, which of these presidents do you feel that you are happy with? Okay, starting from Kenyatta, the first Kenyatta, who was there until 1978, to Moi, okay, who was there for like 24 years. Many of you found him there, all right, and grew up under him, okay, to Kibaki, and then Kibaki and Raila together with a handshake, and then Uhuru and Ruto. So could you tell us can you think back and think, when were you happiest? When do you think that the country benefited most? From whose presidency do you think that the country of Kenya has benefited the absolute most? Okay, now let's delve a little bit deeper. Let's find out a little bit more about these people. Moi was born on 2nd of September 1924. Ha! Sounds like a long time ago. Wow. So making 2nd of September, that makes him a Virgo. Okay, if you're looking at it from the stars perspective. Kibaki was born on 15th of November 1931. Also a long time ago, but November makes him a Scorp. By the way, we're looking at it from the zodiac sign. If any of you guys are uncomfortable about this, hey, you can sign off right here, because we're going to look at it from every perspective. We're going to look at the zodiac sign, because I'm the kind of person who's kind of open-minded. Researchers have to be open-minded. Okay? So, we said Moi was a Virgo. Kibaki was a Scorpio. Uhuru Kenyatta was a Scorpio, or is a Scorpio. Ruto was born on 21st of December 1966. That makes him a Sagittarian. So let's just see how compatible these signs are with one another. Okay. Looking at the compatibility. Who is most likely to become president? According to the research, the majority of presidents in the US have all been Scorpios, believe it or not. Can you believe? The most likely to be president in the whole zodiac sign is Scorpio. And the least likely to be president in the whole zodiac sign is Virgo. Believe it or not. Not amazing. But anyway, so let's just see what are the combinations and what do those look like. So let's start from Moi. Moi was a Virgo. We know what Virgos are. Virgos are strong. They are critical. They are very strict. They're very focused, but they're also very anxious. They have very high level anxieties. Yeah, the Virgos. Very intelligent people, but high level of anxiety. All right. Now let's look at Uhuru. Uhuru is a Scorpio. What are Scorpios known to be? Scorpios are known to be intense, emotional, passionate, very loyal, extremely loyal, but they can sting. If they suspect that you have been disloyal to them, they will sting back. All right. And who is he matched? He's matched with a Sagittarian. What are Sagittarians known for? They're known to be very easygoing. They make friends very easily. They're very charming. They love life. They have a good sense of humor. Okay. And the only thing with the Sagittarian is that they don't like to be locked in. Yeah, they like to have their freedom. So in many cases, many Sagittarians can start a job and never finish it. That's the problem with them. So to what extent is the Sagittarian and the Scorpio best suited together? That is Scorpion being Uhuru Kenyatta and Sagittarian being Ruto. So with Sagittarian Ruto and Scorpio Uhuru, how was that combination? That combination was a difficult combination. They liked each other, but on the other hand, the problem is like you heard Uhuru complaining about Ruto not being able to follow through on what he's supposed to be doing as vice president. And that's probably because Ruto is a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. He's intelligent. He wants to be left on his own. He doesn't want to be told what to do. Yeah. So he's kind of like not into rules and regulations. He just wants to be free. That kind of makes it difficult for him to be deputy president. Yeah. Because deputy president, you have to sit there and work. Forget about your independence. You have to be, dependent on the people and loyal to the people and deliver for the people. Okay, now let's look at the Kibaki and Raila. The Kibaki and Raila, that was a Scorpion and Aquarian. Now, Raila being Aquarian, I know the Aquarian pretty well. The Aquarian is very logical. Sometimes can be unfeeling. Sometimes can be harsh. Sometimes can be narcissistic. Very much into themselves. They love attention. Aquarians, But they're very intelligent, very logical. Okay, and that combination with Scorpio, who is loyal, logical, and also can sting with a very strong sting, that combination was a difficult one, but still workable. And that's probably the reason why you saw the Kibaki and the Raila presidency doing quite well together, even with, during the second term, when they had to share power. All right, now let's take a look at the current incumbent who are coming in. Who is most likely to be president, first of all? We were told Scorpio, but we don't have any Scorpios, in there, apart from the fact that we have a Scorpion who is supporting a specific group. Who is that Scorpion? That is Uhuru Kenyatta supporting. He is supporting the Aquarian and a Libra. Who is Libra? Martha Karua is actually a Libra. Probably now you understand why she's so into justice, fairness, being balanced, okay? And she, an Aquarian is freedom, intellect, and logic, all right? Both are ruled by the brain. They both like brain, they're both brainy people. One of them is about fairness and justice, and the other one is about logic and fact. So I think they say that is the best combination actually in the zodiac. The Libra, Aquarian, and that is the Raila and Martha combination. That's the reason why they're like members of the Mutual Admiration Society. They both admire each other intellectually. So you see that Raila speaks so highly of Martha, and Martha herself also speaks so highly of Raila. What does Martha say about Raila? She talks about his brain. She says that he's like an encyclopedia. He's brilliant. He can narrate a lot of things. He's an engineer by profession, and that's quite known, quite well within the Aquarian behavior or Aquarian character traits. Very high level of intelligence, in fact, really shocking. And then we also have the Libra, and that's where you see that Raila speaks so highly of Martha because of the fact that she was fair to him, gave him a hearing, gave him a chance, represented him when no other lawyers would represent him, because she is about fairness and justice and balance. Yeah? So that combination of Raila and Martha is not even questionable at all, even in the zodiac. Yeah, they're rated quite high in the zodiac. Okay. So now let's take a look at the Leo and the Sagittarius. Leo, as we know, is characterized by the lion, and that's actually Gachagua, who is the deputy of Ruto. The deputy of Ruto, Gachagua, is actually a Leo. And what is the Leo about? The Leo is actually a very strong, independent character. He's a lion, okay? And so he's proud, very independent, can be quite passionate, yeah? But the only thing about the lion is that the lion wants to rule. The lion is like independent and strong. So let's just look and see. We're still having fun with this thing, you guys. It's not scientific. It's not scientific. This is what you call soft indicators. They're quite interesting, though. Let me talk about the Sagittarian first of all now. The Sagittarian here is Ruto. Ruto is open-minded and very energetic. Who hasn't seen the energy of Ruto? All of you have seen it. You've seen how open-minded he is, how friendly he is. He makes friends very easily. Those are Sagittarians, December people. Yeah, I think maybe because they're born at the end of the year when everybody's on holiday, they love to make friends, they like to have happy-go-lucky people. Yeah, there are lots of Sagittarians in my family. Very businesslike. They love money. Those ones, they love to make money. Anything to do with cash, money, you are there with the Sagittarians. And obviously, Ruto is definitely a Sagittarian. And then we have the Leos, guys, who are the strong in leadership. Okay, natural leaders, those are Leos. And that's the combination that we have in Gachagua, the Ruto. So Ruto likes the money and Leo likes the leadership. Okay, Gachagua likes the leadership. So now the only question will be, because you see the deputy president is coming from a point of leadership, to what extent he'll be willing to give some of his leadership to the Leo, because the Leo is not going to agree to be led. You can already see he kind of like is on his own, boistering his own, moving around, very boisterous, speaking his mind the way he wants, Gachagua. Because he's a Leo. He's a proud lion, And then we have the Sagittarian, who is a people person. He quickly gravitated towards Sonko and pulled Sonko in. That's typical of Sagittarians. They don't like to make enemies. They just like to make friends. And they are very passionate people, okay? Very open-minded. Yeah, very energetic. But the only problem with the Sagittarian is the fact that they will go to any lengths to have the money in their pocket. So that's the only thing that we need to be aware of, okay? And the other thing with Sagittarian, the negatives of Sagittarian is that they don't follow through. Even if they're very friendly and adaptable, they may not follow through. And we've seen that. We've seen that Ruto has been accused of not following through as the leader of the civil service in Kenya while he was deputy president. Or while he is deputy president, yeah. So what are the negatives of the other side? Because I don't want to be talking about negatives on one side and not the other side. The negatives of the other side of Aquarian, like I mentioned before, is narcissism, okay? Thinking of themselves a lot, having little empathy. Same thing with Libra. What Libra does is that because they don't like to get into an argument. Librans will just like back off from arguments, yeah? I have Librans in my family as well. They are peacemakers, but on the other hand, sometimes they can be quite indecisive. So here we are. We have these two big guys. So we have the Raila Martha Mutual Admiration Society, all ruled by the brain. brainy people. If they come into power, we are going to have a lot of brains in government. That's what we expect, okay? People who are going to follow through, people who are logical, people who are looking at justice, people are looking at intelligence, who are looking at anything to do with reading, kusoma, education, learning, justice, fairness. So when it comes to tackling corruption, I can see that they will definitely tackle corruption. They will not be playing games at all with corruption, okay? On the other hand, we also have Ruto and Gachagua. Ruto is all about being out there, friendly, passionate, very, very energetic, okay, very, very ambitious, likes the money. And then we have Gachagua, who is a Leo. He's a proud lion. He likes to lead. He wants to be in charge, okay? So we have that one, the money and in charge, and then we have on this side the intellect and the brain. So it's up to you guys to choose which side you're going to choose. Are you going to choose the sides with a lot of brain and intellect and fairness and justice, or are you going to be looking on this side with money and leadership and power? Because that is actually the two groups that you have. Okay, young people, you're looking at money and power on this side and leadership, which is the Ruto group. Or you're looking on this side, which is about logic. Okay, it's not, doesn't mean that this is not logical. On this other side, you're looking at education, fairness, justice, and order in the society. So it just depends. You see, because what is the role of the government? The government is not supposed to do work for you. It's supposed to actually just provide an enabling society. The government is supposed to enable businesses. So if you're a business person, you're a young person, you have an education goal, you have a business goal, you want a government that's going to be fair and just, that's going to put fairness and justice at the top, which means that they're going to be willing to tackle corruption, to make it easy for businesses to work. And the way that corruption discourages businesses is that, you know, it means that people can be compromised even as far as the judiciary. But if you have people who are very much into respecting the law and trying to make sure that they curtail, that they stop corruption, then it actually encourages investors to come in, okay, and to set up shop, and it helps you in business. On the other side, if you're going to deal with the people who like money and power, it means that most likely there will be a lot of acquisition of money in many ways, and they can't turn a blind eye, okay, to corruption. They can, okay? And so there'll be that, and then there's also the issue of, because it's money at all costs and power and leadership. So if that is what draws you, the power and the money and the leadership, all that good, that's good. Because, you know, I know that there are very many people in this world who actually believe in money. They believe money is everything, all right? And for them, without money, there's nothing. And that's the majority of young people in Kenya. And I actually think it's also because of the media, what it portrays, that money is a means to an end and an end all, all by itself, okay? Not just a means, but also an ends. So for me, of course, I have my preference, but because I'm not voting and I'm not going to be able to vote, you know why I'm not voting, guys? Okay? For situation just beyond my own control. Yeah, so if you follow me on places like Facebook and Twitter, you will know why I'm not voting. I can't vote because I can't. I'm not able to vote. So you guys, the only thing I can tell you guys who are part of the Queen Mo team, please make sure that you vote. Vote, 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 vote. Please just wake up in the morning and go and vote. So that for the next 5 years, you're not blaming yourself and asking yourself, why didn't I go and vote? Go and vote. But remember, on one side, we have the ones with the justice and the scales balancing here. Here they're balancing justice, skills, anti-corruption, mutual admiration society, a team that's going to work exceptionally well together. In fact, as well as they can in the zodiac. Okay? And then with a little bit of maybe inheritance of the Kibaki style of politics, which is going to be not very many handouts are going to be going out to people. No free money on this side. And we've seen it. Hardly any money has been thrown out by Azimio Party. On this other side, Kenya Kwanza, oh yes, you will be swimming in the money. How it is achieved, how the money came about, we don't know. But you might be swimming in the money, and there'll be plenty of power issues on this side. There'll be power and money issues on this side. On this other side is going to be mostly about education and anti-corruption and creating an orderly society. You choose. It's your choice. Based on your own ethics, based on what you want for your children, for your future, for yourself, what kind of environment you want to live in the country, you choose. Of course, for me, I would love the bling on this side. Of course. Who doesn't want money? Everybody needs money, yeah? But I also have limits as to how it's gotten matters to me. Okay, so on the other side, I like order also, because I feel a bit more secure with order, because I know that there's a limit to which people will go before they try to get money. Okay, so I just feel like, let me not even talk about. But on the other hand, it's up to you people to choose. Yeah, you can kind of tell where I am on this. I won't state it, but you'll know what it is. So on that note, let me let you go and listen to what a young woman from Mombasa has to say to you guys who are going out to vote. I wish you the best tomorrow. Let us keep a peaceful country. Thank you all for watching. Love you. Take care. Please like and share. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Thank you for thumbs upping my video yesterday. I really appreciate it.
Hey, nawaambia mayuthi wenzangu, tafadhalini tufikirie kabla hatujafanya jambo. Na tujihurumie pia. Tuangalie kitu chenye tunafanya ama chenye tunaambiwa tufanye, kama kinafaa ama hakifai, kama kinastahili ama hakistahili. Tafadhalini.